Christopher Robin and Winnie-the-Pooh were doing what they liked best. That is to say, not very much at all. But they were doing it together, which made it a thing to do. This comfortable feeling of doing nothing much made Pooh hummish. Today's hum went like this. In winter, it is cold a lot. In summer, it is not, it's hot. In autumn, trees drop all their leaves. In spring, the weather does whatever it pleases. Here, Pooh hesitated, for he had never quite sorted out the difference between spring and autumn, and which is squeezed before summer, and which hurries after it. He tried to untangle them, but much like Tuesday and Thursday, they seemed to change places when you weren't looking. Christopher Robin didn't correct him, so he hoped he'd got it right, and continued, But whatever the weather, windy or wet. Pooh wasn't able to finish his hum because something had very nearly landed on him. Hello, Tigger, said Christopher Robin, helping Pooh to get up again and brushing him down. Tiggers like games, said Tigger with a large smile. What game is this? It isn't, said Pooh, a little put out. At least it wasn't. It was a hum. Oh, said Tigger, who couldn't quite remember if a hum was something to eat or something to sit on. Tiggers like those too. Are you sure? Asked Pooh, because when you arrived in the forest, you said you liked a great many things, like honey, and I forget what else, but you didn't like any of them. And it was a funny thing, but as Pooh said the word arrived, lots of friends did. That is to say, suddenly Piglet was there, and Owl, and then Kanga, and Little Roo, and Rabbit, of course, and wherever Rabbit went, there was sure to be a whole host of friends and relations. Suddenly, there was quite a crowd. Even Eeyore, who was often not there, was there. I'd forgotten all about arriving, said Tigger, thoughtful for a moment. That was fun. Tiggers do like arriving. When I arrived, there were lots of hellos and new friends to show my bouncing to. To meet. He corrected himself. How did you arrive, Christopher Robin? He asked, excitedly. In the forest? Asked Christopher Robin, a little surprised by the question. Oh, I've always been here. At this, Rabbit stepped forward. But there must be a before, he said, taking charge. There's always a before. Christopher Robin didn't think there was. Well, not for him at any rate. Before, said Owl gravely, not to be confused with aforetime or hitherfore, is a fact. That is to say that it is actual and real. You should find out about your before, Christopher Robin, and then tell it to us all. Oh, like a story? Squeaked Roo, very much excited. Kanga looked on proudly. Yes, Roo, dear, you like your stories, don't you? It isn't everyone who could sit so still and listen for so long, she announced to the others. Well, just the other day. But they had already stopped listening. Tigger was looking worried, and his worry was that Christopher Robin's before wouldn't have any Tiggers in it. I like this story best, he said, because I'm in it. But this isn't a story, said Christopher Robin, laughing. I can tell that because nothing much is happening. Oh, said Tigger, a little disappointed. But this didn't last long, for Tiggers always have bright ideas. I'll make something happen, and then it'll be a story. And with that, he bounded off. The others waited a little anxiously. Generally, when Tigger was around, things happened whether you wanted them to or not. But for a long while, nothing happened at all, and the friends went back to staring up at the clear blue sky, and Pooh tried to remember where he'd got to with his hum. I hate to be the one to dampen the mood, said Eeyore, breaking the silence. But Tigger has been gone now for some time, which isn't like him. In my experience, and here he sighed, he's always there, here, that is, here and there.